what is NLP? And why this photo? I love this photo, in part because I might have had a day or two like him back in the day when you had to stand at the board and write. And they're never, I'm a rock star, are they? No one doesn't program you that way. And that's why it's even, I loved it because it blurred out whatever his pain is, whatever his crime is, whatever he did to earn this. He's just sitting there, head down, writing this sentence over and over again. An authority figure has told him, you better write that in order for you to get out of my class. So in short, habitual sentences that you write and you still say today, by the way, where do they come from? And why are they true? Because other sentences people have told you and made you write on a blackboard and you said, F you, I don't buy it. But some sentences you bought. And some sentences you repeat. Why then? And do you not know that by saying them over and over again, that you are making those sentences true and they remain even more true? Not because they are, but because you habitually repeat them. That's the science. That's how simple this science is. Now, if you want to go into the science of it, now we can go into big words and psychobabble sounding words. You know, what you say or think, and these words have meanings, and then you're going to emotionalize them. Small emotions, big emotions, intense. We call those associated, dissociated. You think it, but you don't feel it. You'll emotionalize it. You'll emotionalize it negative. You know, you want to come into work and be happy and awesome and excited and can't wait. How many people want to go to lunch with you? Come into work. I suck. My life sucks. How many people want to go to lunch with you and go, my life sucks too. Let's go to lunch and see who's got the worst life today. You talk, you know, we have been trained by habitual sentences. We have been trained by systems. We've been trained by a lot of things. And we emotionalize, and now that is your reality. That's it. Habitual sentences with the corresponding emotions that you stick to them. So, you know, again, I've repeated these sentences over and over again. You know, I can, I will, and won't. To this point, stop, go. Believe, don't believe. Trust, don't trust. Stop. You know, versus, you know, what if these were new habitual sentences? I'm going to think this. I know that. This will, not yet, but it will. Who gets to tell you what habitual sentences you're going to write on your chalkboard every day? Now, we continue with this. Oh, okay, great, Bill. I get that. I get a little excitement here, a little buzz starting to stir here. So are you going to go out and change your speech today or tomorrow? Oftentimes, no. Why? Because you don't buy this. Oh, I'm going to be epic. I'm going to be awesome. Climb higher. No. The only few times in life you tried to climb higher, maybe 1 out of 3 they worked, and 2 out of 3 then became 9 out of 10, and then became everything. And so you stopped climbing. You fell. You hurt. You stopped. You know, I don't believe just changing my speech. There's a great thing in NLP I want you to ponder. Is reality real, and you use sentences and words to describe it, or by choosing the words that you use in the sentence pattern and everything, do they create reality? Which way do you think life works? And be real with me, please.
Choose your words.
We've got to choose your words.
Instead of the way around, reality creates the sentences.
When we study people, 90% will argue with me. Again, you know the setup. You know what I'm going to tell you it is. You know what you should say in a nice classroom setting like this. Yeah, no, Bill. Reality's real. And I'm doing the best I can. I work hard. I fight every day. I want more. I show up. I have good days. I have bad days. But it's real. So I do the best I can. I'm describing what's taking place. The thoughts are describing what takes place. I'm not sitting there changing reality based on just the fact that I use a different word. Who believes that? Yeah, 10% of the planet does. And by the way, this 10% has virtually 99% of everything. And again, it's not just money. It's love, it's happy, it's joy, it's power, it's dreams. And they have it because they command reality. So again, part of the big lessons today is, how do I do that? How do I make this real? How do I really, I don't want that to be me today. I want to walk out of here and change my words. So if you walk out and think of the damaging speech that you will potentially likely do. Again, not all, but we study people. We know who hears this for the first time. Oh, I've tried that. It didn't really work for me. That's really hard, Oh, I would like to get out of this rat race, but I just don't believe it. You will snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. That's the 90%. And so again, it's self-fulfilling, yeah? It happens that way. And so, to change how you believe, there's a lot of ways people want to do it, but this is the one sentence that you got to hold deep in your heart. Put the emotion in your body you would have when the belief is true. If you don't do anything with me today, write that sentence down and ponder that and use that sentence. Emotions wire the brain. Emotions create brain chemistry. You guys know that better than most companies that I work with. If you think a thought and don't put any emotion to it, it's not going to linger. It's not going to have any staying power in that neural net. You have to emotionalize it. Now, I've already told you that for most people, they're better at putting a negative emotion in as a societal norms, company norms, friend norms. For most people, if you want to be depressed, if you want to be angry, if you want to be upset, you'll get more support, more friendship, more connections in most of your worlds if you want to experience a negative emotion. If you want to get excited, if you want to get, awesome. So how do I put the belief of excitement in my body when I don't believe it's true? Well, you put anxiety in your body. You've learned to do that. And half of that crap's not true, is it? And here's what's really sad. What you've been taught is by worrying about it, that's what makes it not true. So you keep worrying. So if you put a good feeling or any feeling, when you have the emotion, positive or negative, then the thought feels true. Then it's engaging brain chemistry. Then it's addictive. So if you do this on the positive side, I'm going to believe. So again, we're on a long path today. We're going to build a toolbox for you that's going to help you understand. But this is the linchpin. And because you're going to repeat it, if you put the habitual sentence up, remember I said he had his head down and he was writing on the board, I will not, I shall not. Versus now I'm going to put a new sentence up and I'm going to emotionalize it. Now, if you notice, I kind of went through it quickly. There were, if you read it, whether it's evidence, whether this is the shorthand for law of attraction. We're going to talk about that today. And I don't care if you use the New Age term. This actually lies in a school of thought, whether it's quantum physics, whether it's traditional Zig Ziglar, Norman Vincent Peale, whoever it is, whether it's biblical. They all say the same things as the law of attraction, this New Age secret where, blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't matter, but I always like to spend some time on fake it till you make it. How many believe that works? Raise your hand, please. Nobody raises. Again, because you kind of know what the answer should be. But I'll just help you. Studies and research show most of you believe or would like to believe or have tried to believe, if I can just fake it long enough, I'll eventually get there. But here's the problem. And so we'll use wealth as a metaphor. If you are poor and you want to fake being wealthy, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, until you can finally get there, here's the problem in the mental software. not only are you poor, but now you're a big fat liar too. And your mind knows that. So how do you put a great sentence and put the emotion in? You've got to write the authentic, very real sentence. You know, I have all the wisdom I need. I have all the lessons I need. I have all the integrity that I need. I'm a righteous woman. I'm a righteous man. It's time for wealth to happen for me. And that's a good sentence for you, but you don't emotionalize it because you don't believe it. But if you choose to emotionalize that sentence, you know, and I think back to like when people, even if you practice, fake it till you make it, and you even got the right sentence, and now we're getting smaller on the percentage of people that are attempting to change their life. And they're actually sitting there, they're spending some time in the morning. Ooh, Ed McMahon's going to walk in with a big publisher check. That's going to be my big break. Something great's going to happen to me today. How many people sit there meditating, dreaming, in a highly emotional charged environment, small, medium, or large? Small. They're thinking it, they're not feeling it. If you ever want to experience excitement, I've always tell you have to disconnect your butt magnet. You can't be sitting down. What kid ever sits in a chair that's excited unless they've been told you can't get out of your chair? And even then they're just like bouncing around like, I can't wait to be excited. You got to get out. You got to stand up. You got to move your body. You got to put the joy and the excitement of, it's my time now. I can feel this now. And when you put the emotion in it, it wires the brain. Now let me repeat because this is so important. What is NLP? It's a pattern of sentences, words, thoughts, and ultimately leading to action that convey a reality and truth at a habitual level. So now, again, to really anchor what we've done in our intro this morning. Reality is neurons and software. We live in a blessed time. Go YouTube this. Go see real living. You can go get living neural nets. This is an animation. But living neural nets, they look like little elephant trunks. And they're kind of like moving around. And occasionally there's a little lightning bolt that zips between the two of them. That little lightning bolt there, that's a thought. That's a dream. That's a memory. So ponder this. It could be a great memory. This is when, something positive happened. You got picked a part in a play. You got captain of a team. Something good happened to you. That could be a bad memory. That's a bad experience as a child. Something awful. That's your divorce. That's your bankruptcy. That's when something terrible happened to you. That's all it is today. It's not real. It's just that. Now, some people know how to turn this into a positive. And that's what we're going to be working on today. And for some people, it's not positive because it's real. It's reality. I can't make that experience be something awesome for me. It's real. It happened. And ever since it happened, this is true. Yeah, no, it's not true. This is true because you habitually said over and over again, it's true. If you start to make a different sentence and start to energize it differently, different things begin to happen.